believe. Yep, okay. Got Discord on. There we go. I haven't played my Ashnod deck in a little while, so I was kind of missing it. I was like, my second one just isn't as... has no... I don't know. It doesn't do the fun things this one does.
Okay, I was going to ask if this was version 2.
Yeah, this is
Or
version
2.
1. I think version 1 is just going to upgrade itself to 2. I don't know. This one is fun to play. It does stupid stuff, and I can change cards out every once in a while if I want to change it up. I think this is not a terrible hand. Do you believe I will keep that? Let me bring up my Twitch over here.
Also, hi, Viventes.
Hey.
Hi, Benji. How you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
All right. Good to see you again.
Yes. I hope you had fun earlier with my silly deck.
Why are you not showing that I'm live? Maybe my phone is just not updating. Oh, there we go. Just being silly, phone. Okay, there we go. That is good. Let me send out a tweet and then I'll get us started here. There we go. Hey Jen, what's going on? We're just getting started here.
Hi, Jen.
And Spring Dweller, what is happening?
Cool.
Just about to get started here. Just running a system check. Making sure we can hear everybody and all that fun stuff. And not too many of just myself like earlier. I don't know how many times I've had it where either they can't hear me and they can hear everybody else, or they just hear me.
Happens to everyone.
Yep. And it's usually like after 5 or 10 minutes of talking, and then you're like, oh, yep. Sorry, everybody. Gotta reintroduce yourselves. My bad. Dun, dun, dun. Well, we've got people here. We got the important people here, right? Spring Dweller's here. Jen's here.
Check.
Yep. Check and check. There we go. Volume levels. There. Bring that up. Okay. Excellent. Man, I love my playmat. I say this
yeah.
almost
Very good.
it's just so, yeah. The colors, everything about it. It just makes me happy. Like, I'm sitting here looking at it on the screen, admiring it, but it's like right here in front of me, and I'm not admiring it, so I don't know. I don't know what I'm doing. Well, welcome everybody. I am Emmara, Goddess of Blunder, and welcome to the Phyrexian Arena. Yeah, we play Magic here with my Bird app friends, and yeah, I've got some wonderful guests joining me for my second game of the day here. No plane chase today, because, you know, just too much plane chase sometimes. Is there such a thing? But
Sure,
you
if
know.
we were playing Plane Chase or not. So I made myself a little Fractured Power Stone
Oh,
token.
blasted! Next time.
It's so cute.
That is a very nice. That was a very nicely drawn Fractured Power Stone.
Thank you.
Well, I'm going to let everybody introduce themselves. I'm going to be playing my Ashnod, the Uncaring deck. This is version 1.0, I guess, even though it probably just going to become the only version of it, because, I don't know, the other one didn't thrill me when I played it the last couple of times. So, but anyway, it does aristocrats things. I'm gonna try to double up on triggers and do gross stuff. It has a lot of different ways to interact, and it has lots of ways to make up from board wipes, and it also, yeah, it can kill you in multiple different ways. But I'm gonna let Empress Quinn introduce themselves. Or face
Hey,
elves.
gamers. It's me, Empress Quinn. You can find me on Twitter at Girldick Energy and the Twitch chat at Girlredacted Energy. And I'll be co-hosting on MTG Lexicon on Twitch on the weekends, playing Magic the Gathering. We do D&D over there every other Friday, and we've got a YouTube channel for our VODs and my podcast, DrownSecrets.fm. There, I take stories that people have posted about at the hashtag DrownSecrets.fm on Twitter, and we read some of those out on air with the smooth jazz radio DJ energy and cool lo-fi beats that I produced. It's a good time for everybody. Today, I'm playing Excel Side of Atraxa. It is pretty close to the precon, but we've made a couple of swaps to greater lean into the game plan of touch everyone with a gentle caress of Phyrexia, and then sit back and proliferate, draw cards, protect myself, and ensure the great work sees completion.
Love it.
I love that description so
yes,
much.
like all the rest of the words that come out of my mouth are just gonna sound stupid the rest of the night. So.
For the glory of Phyrexia.
Yeah.
Exactly. I'm glad you get it. Good house priority to you, Benji.
Well, hello, it's me, it's Benji the Brewer. I hope everyone's having a fantastic evening. You can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Benji the Brewer. You can also find me on Moxfield at Benji_the_brewer. So any deck that you see me play on stream, you can see on my Moxfield. I love sharing that stuff with people. I want to say thank you, Emmara, for having me on. And Quinn and Viventes, I'm super excited. I've never played with either of you. So I'm really looking forward to this. And the commander that I'm playing tonight is Rem Carolus.
Yeah.
I don't know how you say this name.
I would just call him Carlos. I don't know.
There we go. And
Carlos.
if you already know the theme of this deck, don't share it. I want it to be a surprise, but there is a surprise theme to this deck that should become apparent pretty quickly. But it is spell based, and that's that for me.
That scares me.
I have a wild guess, but I'm going to keep it to myself.
Well,
welcome.
Hi, I'm Viventes. You guys can just call me Viv. I am only on Twitter right now at ViventesMoors. I mostly interact with other content creators and streamers and stuff like that. I don't really post a lot, but sometimes I'm funny. Sometimes I post little insights into my life to let other people laugh at me. But I've got a link to my Moxfield there, and I'm thinking about breaking into streaming myself, so we'll see how things go. And I'm going to play Atlaplani, Nest Tender. This is actually Dragon Tribal. So I'll be looking to just polymorph dragons off the top of my deck and just start throwing them at people.
Excellent. Most excellent. My
sure
one
that's
weakness
fine.
is flyers. Plastics.
That's valid. I'm waiting for the Atla deck that is humans, and the humans are hatching out of eggs.
Oh my god.
That's terrifying.
I don't like it.
Hold on, you're maybe cooking there. There's like Angrath's Marauders. There's a bunch of expensive humans that are worthwhile. Let me take a look at that. I'll get back to you.
Awesome. I love it.
I am going to randomize us 3 times real quick. I think we all have playable hands.
Mhm.
There we go. If you would like to lead us off.
Awesome. Here we go. I'm going to draw for turn. I'm just going to play Basic Mountain and pass.
All right. So let's put a card in my hand. And let's do a mountain. It's a snow-covered mountain. That's not the theme. I just included those for funsies. I was like, I want to have snowlands for no actual reason. I am going to go ahead and cast a Faithless Looting, though. So I will draw 2 and then discard 2. So we will discard, let's see, this mountain and this dragon's approach.
Fucking called it. Holy shit.
Ah, God.
Wait, I'm the dragon's deck.
I was just like, this is a Dragon's Approach deck, but also there's no way this is a Dragon's Approach deck. It's a Dragon's Approach deck.
It's
Yep, it
definitely
is.
a Dragon's Approach deck. I will pass the turn.
Excellent.
All
So-
right,
Oh, that's not my turn.
almost.
Got excited.
Land for turn's going to be a tapped Croson Verge, and we'll pass.
Okie dokie. I will draw for turn. I'm gonna play a Xander's Lounge. It'll come into the battlefield tapped. And then I shall pass my turn.
All right, I'm gonna draw and basic forest, and I will also pass.
All right, so let's untap, put a card in my hand. We will play a snow-covered plains. Again, not the theme. It's fine. I don't think I have any spells that care in there about these in there. It's just like me going, tee-hee, I have these lands, let's use them. I've got nothing else though, so I'll pass.
All right. Untaps. Upkeep. Drop. Here is a command tower, and we're good to pass the turn there.
Okie doke. I will untap. I will draw. I think I'm gonna play this Blight Step as a Searway Pathway as my land for turn, and then I'll pass.
All right, let's get started with a draw. Get a sundown pass in here, and I've got nothing, so I'm gonna pass to Benji.
All right, let's put a card in my hand.
Man, after these wild plane chase games, this is so tame.
Let's go ahead and let's drop a Takajia's Dig Site. And for funsies, let's go ahead and just cast my commander.
Scares me just a little.
Oh wait, there's haste tacked on here.
Oh yeah, there is.
Yeah. And I will hastily pass the turn.
Sounds good.
I'm like, I don't know what these. I'm afraid to make enemies already.
No, you're fine. Life totals have to go down.
They will. Whoa.
Good, I'm glad to hear it. Land for turn is going to be a swamp, and we're just going to real humble tap 2 mana and crack this Croson Verge. We're going to go find something typed forest and something typed plains, and we'll pass the turn.
Okie dokie. I will draw for turn. Don't want to play that as a mountain too. I'm gonna play a Scalding Tarn, and then I'm just gonna crack it and go find myself a mountain. And I'll lose a life. And then I'll pass my turn.
All right, let's draw. Since I'm gonna tap out for blah. And pass turn.
All right. I made a really bad pun. I hope no one heard it. Untap, put a card in my hand. All right. So let's go ahead and just get straight to it. We're going to cast a Dragon's Approach. Because of Rem's ability, instead of 3 damage to each opponent, it will do 4 damage to each opponent.
Yeah, well.
Sweet.
Yeah, well.
And I will put that directly into my graveyard. I guess point of order, not point of order, but just so we're all on the same page, there are currently 2. At 4, the next Dragon's Approach I cast, I get to go find a Dargon. Dargon's the fun way to say it, but it's not how it's
Okay,
spelled.
I'm sitting there, I'm like, what character is that?
Okay, so let's go ahead and I already dealt damage. So what we'll do is we'll move to combat, and Quinn, we're going to come at you first for 2,
Okay, we'll take 2.
and I will pass.
Untaps. Upkeep, drop.
Goose, you like dragons.
Land for turn is going to be a swamp, and then, yeah, we can still wait on that. So we're going to cast Expand the Sphere. We'll spend 1, 2, 3, 4 mana on that. And that says look at the top 6 cards of your library. Put up to 2 land cards from among them onto the battlefield tapped, and the rest on the bottom in a random order. If you put fewer than 2 lands onto the battlefield this way, proliferate a number of times equal to the difference.
That's weird.
Yeah, it's a neat card.
Top 6 cards, we've got a Tainted Wood and a Pendle Haven. So we're going to grab both of those and put them onto the battlefield tapped. And we'll put these down here, and we're all good to pass the turn there.
Untap.
Look at that, it's an explosive veggies, but I didn't have to shovel.
Pendlehaven.
Oh, I forgot to play a land. Whoops.
Pendlehaven's good.
Yeah, if you want to do that, you should go ahead and do that.
We'll let that happen. Yeah, that's
are we fine with that?
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll allow it.
Yeah.
I absolutely cast that so I could drop this Boros Garrison. I was like, oh, whoops.
Yeah, thumbs up.
Yep, it
Thank you.
happens.
Yeah, see, you get it, Goose Demonic. It's good for Infectex. It makes all of my nasty little 1/1s
Yep,
into 2/3s.
all those little mites. Let's see here. I'm gonna tap 1, 2, and 3. And I'm gonna play Feign the Broker. He's a human warlock, 3/3. I can sacrifice a creature and put 2+1/+1 counters on target creature. Can tap and remove a counter from a creature I control and make a treasure token. I can sacrifice an artifact and make a 2/1 black and white inkling creature token with flying, or I can pay 1 black and 3 colorless and untap Feign the Broker. Enough abilities. Too
Pretty
many.
good.
Yep. Not too shabby. It's just like
Fane should have just been a planeswalker.
Yeah, with as many abilities that are on there, and for 3 mana.
Oh.
Yeah, it's crazy. Oh, I shall pass my turn. Nope, and so the chaos begins.
Do we want to do that before I was
You
do my draw?
After your draw, we'll do it.
Okay, so I'll draw 1,
Yeah.
and then we'll scry.
We'll scry 1 and draw a card.
So I will keep that on top and then put it in my hand.
Yeah, we'll keep it there. And then, yeah, we'll draw it.
I'm gonna bottom mine.
Okay, I'll take that. That's not terrible.
And then draw. All right. And then we untap. I'm gonna play basic mountain. Then I'm gonna tap
Hey, Spider Monkey.
2. And here come the eggs.
Here come the eggs.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I have to discard down to hand size. I will discard Mossfire Valley. Pass turn.
All right. And tap. Put a card in my hand. Let's replay that mountain. And let's do.
Sure, Goose.
We'll do another Dragon's Approach.
Surprise!
What's another
Who-
4?
That's another 4. Putting the count to 3 in my graveyard. And I will then go ahead and move to combat. And we'll go around the table. So, Emmara, that is
Sounds good.
2.
I will take it.
And I will pass.
Untaps.
Commander damage.
Okay, drop. Land for turn is going to be a forest. Yeah, I think we would like for Benji to know fear. So here's 5 mana, and like we talked about, I would like to bless you with a Caress of Phyrexia. Target Benji draws 3 cards, loses 3 life, and gets 3 points of counters.
Cool. I will lose 3, gain 3 poison counters, and then draw 3 cards. All
I'm
right.
sure the worst that happens is you draw 3 Dragon's Approaches, and then I take 12, and it's fine.
Wouldn't worry about it.
Oh, thank you very much, Jen.
After that, I think we're all good on game actions. We'll pass the turn.
Okay. Draw for turn. Gonna play this Darksteel Citadel. And, what do we want to do? Just lots of scary stuff starting to happen. I think we will pay 1 black, 1 colorless, another colorless, and play an Ophiomancer, Human Shaman, 2/2, and at the beginning of each upkeep, if you control no snakes, create a 1/1 black snake creature token with Death Touch. And Benji, I'm gonna come. Actually, no, because I want to use Feign for other things. Okay, I'm gonna pass my turn. You're lucky I want to sacrifice things. I shall pass my turn.
I appreciate the intent of violence.
Okay, gonna draw for turn. Untap. We will play another mountain. And then I'm gonna tap out 6 mana for Lathlas Dragon Queen.
Ooh.
That's
I love her.
And
Big fan of her work.
I will pass the turn.
I love how Spell Table's like, you idiot, that's a Tarka. And I'm like, excuse me, I know for a fact it's not, so how about you don't?
yeah, Spell Table. Spell Table
Right?
has
Get
been
it?
being very fussy.
Get it together. All right, I'm going to untap. I'm going to put a card in my hand. Let's play another land. We will do this one. And then let's do 1, 2, 3. And let's go ahead and put a Wheel of Misfortune on the stack.
Oh my god.
So each player will secretly choose a number 0 or greater. Then all players reveal those numbers simultaneously and determine the highest and lowest numbers. Wheel of Misfortune will deal damage equal to the highest number to each player who chose that number. Each player who chose the lowest number will not draw anything. Everybody else will discard and draw a 7.
Okie dokie.
Adequately confusing?
Yep.
Yeah, that's fine.
It's always, no matter what, I'm always just like, yep, okay.
Basically, if you don't want to discard your hand and you don't want to draw anything new, do a 0. Otherwise, do a different number.
Okay.
Are we all good with our secret number?
Yep. All good.
Viv, you good over there?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Let's reveal.
I was gonna name 1.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
So Wheel of Misfortune will deal damage equal to this number to each player who chose it. That's me. Rem will prevent that damage.
Oh, gross.
So I will discard 2 dragons approach. Land, an arcane bombardment, a Sagiri shelter, Boros charm, swords of plowshares, and a Sulfim.
Oh, that's
And then I will draw 7.
I'm discarding 3 lands, Noxious Assault, Viridian Corruptor, and Dust to Dawn.
and I am getting rid of a Mirror Retriever, a Squee the Immortal, a Felden of the Third Path, a River Glide Pathway, Olivia's Attendant, and a 1,000-Year Elixir.
I'm gonna pitch Dragon Lord Dramoka, Vanquish the Horde.
As the player with the lowest number, you actually don't.
Aha!
Sorry.
I knew that.
Yeah. Sorry.
Pay no mind to the Dragon Lord Dramoka behind the screen.
We saw nothing. I don't.
I'll forget in a turn.
Right. All right. So I will go ahead and play a Soul Ring. We'll go ahead and tap that and tap the Soul Ring. Let's go ahead and Dragon's Approach.
Surprise!
Who knew? That will be another 4 to everybody. And then I've got enough to do the thing.
Oh, whoops, my lights.
So I will exile 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. This is moving a lot smoother than I expected, considering I cut lands to make my 100 cards. So I will exile those and go find a dragon.
I mean, you did pay 3 life and take 3 poison for 3 cards, so there's that.
Yeah. It's all evening out. It's fine.
Mm-hmm.
And let's bring out this deck's inspiration, Velomachus Lorehold.
I was guessing.
Oh, that's a problem.
That is a problem. Oh, I have him in mine as well.
Your Rem deck?
Yeah.
It's so good.
He's just kind of the secret commander.
Yeah, that's sort of how I'm treating it here, too. So I will go ahead and move to combat. And Velomachus has haste. So I'll just go ahead and keep Rem back, and I'll swing Velomachus over at Viv. I have an attack trigger. So whenever Velomachus attacks, look at the top 7 cards of your library. You may cast an instant or sorcery spell with mana value less than or equal to Velomachus Lorehold's power from among them without paying its mana cost. Put the rest on the bottom of your library in a random order. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. Go ahead and do that.
We might have a problem.
This is not great. So I'll go ahead and just cast this big score off the top. Eek. So I will discard a card. I'll discard this Dragon's Approach. And then I'll draw 2 and create 2 treasures. And that's 5 at you, Viv, in the air.
Velomachus has Vigilance, by the way.
Sure does.
And I will take the 5.
Okay.
Oh, actually, no. I'll block with Lathlis because she's a 6/6.
I guess I didn't realize she was a 6/6. But, Huh.
I thought she was 5/5 too. That's why.
Yeah. I don't like that. I don't want to lose the thing I tutored up. So I guess in response to blocks, I'll just path Lathlis.
Okay.
I'll pathless.
Uh,
I apologize greatly for that
You are out of
pun, and
control, Benji. You're out of control.
I accept my punishment. So you'll get a basic,
yep.
and then I'll pass. I think I've done enough.
Caused enough trouble.
I'm such a trouble causer today.
Alright, we have untapped. I've kept him drawn.
I'm gonna fetch a forest.
Alright, land for turn, I guess, is going to be a swamp. And then we're going to tap 1, 2, 3 mana and play this Ghostly Prison. And then, Benji, tell me about the cards in your graveyard. Do you have any creatures in there?
I don't think so. Yes, I have one. I have a Sulthim.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's a cool Magic the Gathering card.
Yeah, it is.
It sure is.
Let's see about this then. I want to put a Geth Summons on the stack. Here is a black mana, and 2 to pay for that. And that spell says return up to 1 target creature card from your graveyard to the battlefield. And for each opponent who has 3 or more poison counters as you cast this spell, put up to 1 target creature card from that player's graveyard onto the battlefield under your control. So,
Hey, that's me.
yeah, I want to target my Viridian Corruptor with that.
And then we'll have a card draw
And
after that.
with the other one, I would like to target Sulfim.
Yeah. You have yourself a shiny Sulfim.
Perfect. And then Viridian Corruptor says when it enters the battlefield, destroy target artifact. I don't think there are. Is that a Soul Ring? Yeah, I'd like to destroy target Soul Ring.
Saw that coming.
And we have a card draw from Fated after that.
All right.
Oh, hey. Thank you.
Thank you, Fated. What's going on?
Having done all of that, I think I'm good on game actions. We'll pass the turn.
Sounds good. Not too shabby. You've made the red Dominus there. Join the Phyrexian. Gonna draw a card for the turn. Gonna play this Urza Saga as my land. That will come with a counter or go to the first verse, so it makes colorless mana. Let's see here. Oh, you know what? Does anybody mind if I sacrifice the snake at the end of Quinn's turn?
Go for it.
Okay, excellent. Then I will put 2+1/+1 counters on. How about the Ophiomancer? That works. And then I'll make a snake. And then I'll play Urza Saga. There we go. Oh, Marcus, you are kind of scary. That's
Not my gumdrop dragon.
have one black. I'm gonna play a Bloodsoaked Champion. Bloodsoaked Champion can't block. It's a 2/1. It has raid. I can pay one colorless and one black, and I can return Bloodsoaked Champion from my graveyard to the battlefield, but only if I've attacked this turn. Which mana do we have? We can still make. Do I want to bring Ashnod out? Kinda. I kinda do. I'm gonna do that. 1, 2. I have to pay 1 life, and then tap that. And I'll bring Ashnod the Uncaring out. She has Death Touch, Whenever I activate the ability of an artifact or a creature that isn't a mana ability, if one or more permanents were sacrificed to activate it, I may copy that ability and choose new targets for that copy. And then... Oh, you still have that giant dragon over there. Ugh. Forgot that it didn't die last turn. Let's see here. I think I shall pass my turn. See what happens.
Oh, great. I'm going to draw for turn. Untap. I'm going to take I'm going to tap 6 for a Dragon Lord Jamoka.
Oof.
I had forgotten about that, see?
Gotcha. I do not want to swing with my commander, and my egg has defender. So I can't do anything else this turn, and I will pass.
Okay. Let's untap. Let's put a card in my hand. Let us mourn the loss of my soul ring.
Oh, yeah.
Still got a free spell from Velamachus. I think he'll be all right.
I mean, it's look. We'll see. We'll see what sort of shenanigans I can get into. But you're right. It's not. It's not all bad. So I will tap for 2, 3, 4, 5. And let's cast a Neheb the Eternal.
I know.
You just can't stop, can you?
This train got a rolling, and it's doing all of the things.
Yeah, it is.
All right, fair enough.
Okay. Let's also do 1 red for a quest for Pure Flame. So this one was kind of new to me, so I'll read it out. Whenever a source you control deals damage to an opponent, you may put a quest counter on it and then remove 4 quest counters from it and sacrifice it. If any source you control would deal damage to a creature or player this turn, it deals double damage instead. So I have to get there first. But when I get there,
Hey,
then we're in
Angie,
trouble.
babes. I think we might have to kill you.
I think it's definitely I am the problem.
Yes.
TM circle. Okay. So I'm gonna move to combat. And let's see. Let's go ahead and crack my 2 treasures to send Velamachus over at Quinn.
All right. Love to
And
see your taxes paid.
I will do my attack trigger. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I will go ahead and surprise cast this Dragon's Approach.
Mhm.
Where did that come from?
Didn't you already cast that spell?
I don't know where all of these came from. There is already a dragon here. What else needs to approach?
1, 2, 3, 4.
So that's 4 to each of you, and then
Yeah, no
Velamachus
blocks.
is 5. Okay. So post combat main phase, I will make 12, 17 red mana. I don't even have enough in my hand to do anything with that.
Not gonna crackle with power.
Look, right now, that sounds like a lot of fun. 17? Jesus, Mary and Joseph. So we will do 4 That's not. There's the 13 for a Vidalcan Orrery, and then 1 and 3 for a Radiant Scroll Wielder. This is a fun spell or a card. It's a 2/4 instant and sorcery spells you control have lifelink. At the beginning of your upkeep, exile an instant or sorcery card at random. You may cast it this turn. If a spell cast is ready to be put into your graveyard, exile it instead.
Gross.
Yeah. I don't. Oh, so question is so the one Dragon's Approach, would that put 3 counters on Quest for Pure Flame, or would it put 1? So it says whenever a source you control deals damage to an opponent.
That dealt damage to an opponent 3 times because you have 3 opponents, I'd say.
Yeah.
That's how I was looking at it, but I didn't want to be like, oh, I'm just going to immediately have 4 counters for next turn, but I have 4 because Dragon's Approach and Velomachus.
Hmm?
I will pass and let this mana fizzle.
Alright, end of your turn, we're going to spend 1, 2, 3, 4 life and discard 2 cards and pay 1 more mana to activate the ability of Sylphim Mayhem Dominus and put an indestructible counter on it.
Yeah.
Then we will go to my turn. Untap, upkeep, draw. Land for turn is going to be a Bajuka Bug, and Benji, my dear, send that shit to the Shadow Realm.
I think that's fair. Let's see. Can I do... No, I have no mana. All right, cool.
Bajuka Bug.
Wait, how many... Did I have 4? No, I was at 3. Okay.
Don't need an overloaded Mystics' Mastery or any of that underworld
Oh, God.
creature. I don't even know if you have these cards, but they're good and they're red, and it's gotta. We can't have it.
We've already seen a whole bunch of other good red cards. We'll just assume there's more.
Right.
Yeah, I'm sure there's more heat where those came from. All right, here is 1, 2, 3, 4 mana, and I want to put a grafted exoskeleton on the stack.
Ooh.
Okie dokie.
Yeah, if that's all good, I would like to spend 2 and move to equip that to Sylvan.
Yep.
Then I think it's time to go to combat. Yeah, I mean, I've got an indestructible 7/6, so Benji, what you got for me?
I got a Radiant Scroll Wielder that has nothing to do, so I'm gonna block with that.
Sounds like that is absolutely toast. Get that on out of here.
Deuces.
Yeah, I'm glad that's gone.
Alright, then post combat main, I'm gonna spend 1, 2, 3 and cast Infectious Inquiry. I will draw 2, lose 2, and each opponent gets a poison counter.
We've been
Go.
infected.
So it begins.
Boop. There we go. Beginning of our ends.
With that, I am all good on game actions, and we'll pass the turn.
Okay, dokie. Untap. Actually, at the end of your turn, I'm going to sacrifice this snake, and then I'll make another snake. But I'm going to tap and sacrifice a creature to gain a 2+1/+1 counters, but that's going to end up being 4+1/+1 counters instead. And then I'll untap. Then we will go to the draw step, and then this will go to the second stage, which then I can pay 2 colorless and tap it to create a 0/0 colorless construct artifact creature token. With this creature gets +1/+1 for each artifact you control. And then, let's see here. How much mana do we have? What is going on over here? What needs to die?
Benji.
Yeah,
Yeah.
besides Benji.
Just the whole player.
Just
Yeah.
all of Benji.
The whole player just needs to die. Okay.
Player removal is the best removal, isn't it?
It is very true. That is what they say. I'm going to tap 1 black and then tap this for black, so I'll lose 1 life and go to 20. And then we'll tap 1 and we'll tap this Urza Saga for 2. And I'm going to play Yawgmoth, Thran Physician.
Very nice.
Yes. Has the protection from the humans. 2/4. That's right, those egg humans can't do anything to Yawgmoth. It's a success. You can pay 1 life, sacrifice another creature, and put a -1/-1 counter on up to 1 target creature and draw a card. Or I can pay 2 black mana and discard a card and proliferate. Which, this might be the first time I ever use this ability if I need to, if I can almost kill Benji with poison and not even be my own poison. We have a Rampant Growth from Shermick-Mur. Grab a
Ooh.
basic and put it onto the battlefield, tapped.
Sounds good.
Thank you very much, Shermick-Mur. You know what? I need a swamp. So I was just sitting there. That underground river has already done 3 damage to me. It's worse than a shock land at this point in time. There we go. And
You're
then
gonna do another forest.
let's see what's going on here. Yawgmoth is not a fan of things that are happening. So I'm going to pay 1 life. And I'm going to sack this snake. And I'm going to lose a life. And then I'm going to put 2 -1/-1 counters on Velmachus Lorehold.
Okay.
And then I shall draw 2 cards. 1 and 2. Those are interesting. What else do we want to do? Oh, we could have done that. That would have been fun. What else?
Oh, sure, McMurray out here cashing out with a free opt.
Oh, okay. I will scry 1, and then we get to draw a card.
We'll keep that on top and then draw it.
Put that on the bottom, and then I shall draw. Oh, that is a card. I'm going to tap 1 and 2 and play Tanos Urza's Apprentice. Has haste.
Well,
So my apprentice deck, apparently. Has haste, 1/3. I can pay 1 blue and 1 red and tap and copy target activated or triggered ability I control from an artifact source. And then I can choose new copies for that. And you know what? Yawgmoth is feeling generous. He's gonna sacrifice this Blood-Soaked Champion. And we'll go to the graveyard. And then I'm gonna lose a life. And then I'm gonna draw 2 cards. But I'm also gonna put 2 -1/-1 counters on. Do I do it to Velmachus again? Or isn't it? Oh, we'll do it to Velmachus. We'll make it a 1/1 dragon.
Yeah. Because then I can only cast
Yeah.
1 drops.
That makes things a little bit better. He's not a very good doctor. I apologize. I think that will be the end of my turn now that I've fixed a couple of issues that are going on. And
Oh, right. We're gonna
make
untap.
make a snake.
No upkeep. Straw.
And I do have to discard. Let me see here. I get rid of a.
I'm gonna tap a mountain for my own Soulrin.
Artificer's Dragon. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
Coach raid.
Hey,
What's up, beautiful people?
Hey, what's happening?
I'm gonna
going on,
tap a
Coach?
red, a green, and 5
Oh,
Da-da-da.
for a Clouth Unrivaled Ancient.
oh, that's such a good card.
can one of you play like a bad card, please?
Hey Raiders, what's happening? Jeremy, what's happening? And Coach.
We will swing for 9 flying. Let's see. Benji's got flyers. Quinn has Ghostly Prison. I don't want to be that rude to Emmara. we're gonna send him a Benji.
Okay. I am down for that. Which one is more damage? It's Dramoka?
Jamoka's 5.
Okay, cool. I will block Dramoka with a much reduced Velomachus Lorehold.
You're a 1/1.
And then right, Velomachus is like,
Little baby dragon.
right? And then I will take 4, and you will gain a crap ton of mana.
I get 9 mana of any color.
Oh my gosh.
I shouldn't
But I
say
can
anything
only
because I did.
cast creature spells with him.
It's not just creatures, it just has to be spells.
Oh yeah.
Oh, you are right.
Busted Magic the
Okay.
Gathering card.
Well, I'm gonna put out a Seedborn Muse,
Ooh.
Well,
and
that's a card.
I think that's it for now. I'm gonna spend my last 2 mana to make another egg and pass
Jeremy
the
out
turn.
here wilding.
Jeremy, did you enjoy it?
So much
Oh,
gross
kicked.
stuff.
Haha.
Yeah, uh-huh.
Right, I'm gonna pass to Benji, and on your upkeep, I'm gonna untap all my stuff.
Our untap step.
Our untap step.
Speaking of untapping, let's untap.
Nope, and we all get a +1/+1 counter on any creature you would like to put a creature on.
Score.
Or put a +1/+1 counter on.
I will put mine on. Where are you?
Guess that works.
My commander. And then I'll draw for turn.
I'm gonna put my +1/+1 counter on Clouth.
Seems decent.
Oh.
Let's see. Let's drop this mountain. And I guess I will make things interesting. I'm going to remove the 4 counters from Quest for Pure Flame and sacrifice it. So now if any source I have would deal damage to a creature or a player, it will deal double.
Gross.
Yeah, just a little bit. I'm going to tap and do a Dragon's Approach. I think with the way that I can stack the effects, I can make it 8 damage as opposed to 7.
No, the person getting affected by that decides the order which those replacement effects are applied, and as I am choosing, I will have that one added last.
How does that work if there's 3? Like, wouldn't the damage have to be the same?
Not necessarily,
Okay.
but I assume that all of us getting dealt damage by
Yeah.
that would choose the smaller number.
Yes, I will choose the smaller number.
Okay. So that'll be 7 to each of you.
Mhm.
Gross.
Ouch.
Yeah.
You can't keep getting away with this.
No.
Oh, but I can.
He can and he will.
Yeah.
So let's see. I will move to combat. Move through combat. And make really an absurd amount of red mana. It's 21,
21.
which I really don't have any use for. So I'll use 3 of it and go down to 18. Wherever that is. I found you. Ha!
Oh, we have a scry one.
Ooh. Well, that works.
All right. I think that's
That doesn't help me a super lot right now. So I will put that on the bottom. And then using that 3 mana, I will tap Takesia's Dig Site to surveil one. Well, that's not super helpful either.
Thank you, Jeremy.
My options aren't great at this point. I know death looms. So I guess I'll be as much of a villain as I can in my remaining minutes and overload a Vandal Blast. I don't think that does a whole lot except for pop a Soul Ring and a Grafted Exoskeleton.
Okay, yeah, I was like looking around. I'm like, I don't think I have anything.
The artifact deck doesn't have any artifacts out.
No, they're all in my graveyard.
And then I'm out of gas. I know that's like not good poker to say.
I like it.
It's true. I'll pass.
Benji, on your end step, I'm gonna tap 2 and Atla make another egg. And untap on Quinn's upkeep.
okay. Land return is going to be this guy, and here's this guy, and then here is 6 mana for a Venomous Brutalizer, and the 2 mana so that we can proliferate on ETB. And we're just gonna spin up everybody's poison and my +1/+1 counter here.
Do you want to put this one up? It's worth asking.
You tried.
No, I think I'm okay. I think
Okay.
I'm cool on that, actually.
All right.
If you pump up my clout, I can kill Benji faster.
I know, Serene, right? I could use.
Yeah.
I'm not super interested in doing that. No. Here is
Oh, I do have a bunch of stuff I can bring back.
green, white, black, and one, and we'll summon Excel, Scion, and Atraxa. And then I think we're all good on game actions from there, probably.
Okay.
So how do we
and-
resolve this?
You just show me the top card of your library, and I write that information down.
Okay. So I think
we
it's
don't see
just
it, do we?
it's just me. I'm technically not even supposed to see it, but I do know what it is.
I don't care enough to keep this information hidden.
Okay.
So I think it's just me doing it, correct?
Yeah, just you, because you're the only corrupted one.
It's a vindictive flame stoker.
Cool.
So nice little wheel. That gets exiled, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Quinn, on your end step, I'm gonna do the same egg shenanigans.
And I've got
Mm-hmm.
I've got some shenanigans as well.
I got 4 eggs, and then untap on Emmara's upkeep.
I'm gonna kill this snake and create myself 2 inklings. Oh wait, no, I can only sacrifice artifacts to do that. Okay, my bad. I will sack the snake. Do I want to sack the snake? I do like that snake. No, I don't like him that much. I'm gonna sack the snake. And I'm gonna put 4+1/+1 counters on Ashnod. Because why not? Bloop, bloop, bloop. And then I will start my turn. I will untap. I will have that untap. That will untap. I will tap this for 1 colorless mana, so it's floating before this goes to its 3rd arc, which is where I search for a 0 or 1 mana costed artifact. Or is it? Yeah, artifact. Okay, that's what it. Let's see here. There's a couple of you in here. But there's one I'm looking for. Maybe did I go past it? Maybe I did. Got too excited. Let's see. I'm just gonna grab the skull clamp here. Good old skull clamp. There's all the wonderful things I need. I'll put this down. Hey, Candy, what's going on? Oh, another raid. Hi, raiders. What's going on? Sorry, I was searching my deck for a skull clamp. There's my snake. He's back again. Skull clamp will come out. I have 1 colorless mana floating. That will go to the graveyard. I will draw my card for the turn. There we go. Okay. So, I think the first thing we're going to do is tap this Darksteel Citadel, attach this Skull Clamp to this snake, and then I'm going to draw 4 cards.
That doesn't count as a sacrifice.
Oh, does it not? Oh, yeah, it's just death. That is just death, just in general.
Mm-hmm.
Draw 1 and draw 2. Oh. For my land for the turn, I'm going to play Urborg. So we all have swamps now, so yeah.
Yay, black mana! In my Naya deck.
Right.
Just out of curiosity. How much black mana do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, that's not exactly all I need. 1. red. I'm gonna play a Mayhem Devil. And then...
That's a good card.
Yeah, that's not too terrible. Not too terrible at all. Before I go to combat... Let's see here. 33 still.
Yeah, I know that seems like a lot, but I'm relatively solved.
Is it? I think
I have no card draw.
I think I'm gonna come at you with Ashnod.
How much is that?
Just 9. 9 with Death Touch. So
Okay, I'm happy to take 9.
I think that's the most damage Ashnod's ever actually done herself.
That's yeah. Your Ashnod Voltron deck is really impressive.
Yes, apparently that's what it's become. Now that I've made an attack for the turn, I'm going to tap 1 black and I guess 1 red, and I'm going to bring this Blood-Soaked Champion back to the battlefield. And then I think I shall pass my turn. And the snake.
Okay, on your end step. Atlapalani shenanigans.
Dun dun dun. Oh yeah, I forgot that that's a...
Well, untap, draw for turn. I will play a Bountiful Promenade as my land for turn. I think I'm just going to swing a couple of dragons at Benji.
Yeah.
Sorry, buddy.
So it's 10 this time.
That's 10 coming at you.
I am
Okay.
going to... Okay. I'm gonna sack the snake token to Yawgmoth and pay 1 life and put 2 -1, -1 counters on Carlos.
On this?
Yeah.
So I just want to point out that Viv's about to get 10 mana off of that attack.
Oh yeah, that is a lot. Oh, that is okay. Yeah, forget that.
Well, definitely getting 10 mana anyway. But yeah.
Okay.
If you wanted a good place to put the -1 counters, that cloth is an excellent target.
That is true. Yeah. Okay. I'll put the -1 counters over there. That way, it's still happening. I already paid the life.
Okay, so cloth jumps down to 3.
Yeah.
Okay. So I will end up taking 8. What is math?
I will draw
16?
-1 counters.
Can't get the snake token off here. I will draw 2 cards.
I'm going to leave the 1/1 on it, but
Okay.
that's a -1.
Okay.
So Benji, any blocks?
Nope, I took 8.
Okay, so I'm going to gain 8 mana.
So much mana.
And I have board wipes in here, but that would set me back more than anybody else.
You'd get a ton of triggers off of it, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
What, 5 triggers?
Yeah. Let's make it 6. So we'll go up to 6 eggs. And then two white. I'm gonna cast Vanquish the Horde.
That is a card.
Yep.
Okay, in response to that, let me do some shenanigans here. What is the maximum amount of death I can cause here? Let me tap Feign the Broker. I'm going to sacrifice the Skull Clamp. which will create 2 Inkling tokens. These 2 Inklings will come out. I then shall use... Oh, I should have another... Let us sacrifice these 2 Inklings to Yawgmoth, and which then we will put 4 -1/-1 counters on Seaborn Muse.
Fair.
And then I will lose 2 life. And then I will draw 4 cards. 1, 2, 3, and 4. I then shall sacrifice Thanos, because he's a terrible apprentice. And then which I will put some -1/-1 counters on Cloth there. He needs some more -1/-1 counters.
Sure.
And then which I will lose a life. Boop. And I will draw some more cards. And then, because I really enjoy drawing cards, I'm going to sacrifice this Blood-Soaked Champion, and I will put 2 more -1/-1 counters on Cloth. Which then I will lose a life.
So you've got a bunch of Mayhem Devil triggers?
Oh,
right?
yeah, I will. Because I've had 1, 2, 3 creatures die so far.
4?
4 creatures die so far. And then let us sacrifice Fane the Broker, because he's not doing his job either. And we'll put some -1/-1 counters on Dragon Lord Dramoka as well.
2.
Yep. I'll lose a life. I'll draw some more cards. Okay. And then, because I really like losing life, apparently, I'm going to sacrifice my Ophiomancer, and I'll put 2 more -1/-1 counters on. Lose life. This is the black mage in me, just like, yep. I've got life I could pay things for. I'm doing it. Okay, so I will have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 creatures died. Oh, yeah, because the Inklings as well. Okay, yeah, so 6. So I will have 6 Mayhem triggered. Which Viv, I'm gonna hit you for 6.
Sure.
To my giant stack of cards, and then I have nothing else.
Yeah, I don't have any responses to that.
Okay, so Vanquish the Horde is going to resolve. And I've got 6 egg triggers. So I'm going to flip 6 creatures off the top of my library.
Mm-hmm.
We've got Hellkite Tyrant. Goldspan Dragon. Savage Ventmaw. They're in here somewhere. Scale Lord Reckoner.
I don't know that one. Ah.
You guys get to see my fire deck. Where are you? Dragon Lord of Tarka. When that enters the battlefield, deal 5 damage among any number of target creatures and/or planeswalkers. That fizzles. And come on, we've got a Thrakus the Butcher,
Ooh.
and then all these cards go back on the bottom of my library. I wouldn't worry about it.
We're okay. Nothing bad is happening right now.
Shit's bad.
And yeah, I think I'll pass the turn there.
Okay. On your end step, I'll go ahead and recast my commander. And then go to my turn. And we'll see if I can do anything. That's not helpful at all. Let's tap for 3 and tap Takesia's dig site and surveil. Yeah, we'll pitch that. I have no gas. I can do nothing about the onslaught of dragons. I shall pass.
All right.
This was what I was worried about with this deck, was the lack of card draw. Like, Boros doesn't have a ton of, like, cast a spell, draw a card.
Yeah.
It's all right, though.
You just need to run Circara.
Hey, Quinn.
Mm-hmm.
Your Sulfum had indestructible. Wouldn't it have survived the board wipe?
No, it died to having the grafted exoskeleton cruelly ripped from it.
Oh, that's
Oh.
right. Sorry.
That Vandal Blast.
Yeah.
I didn't even notice the Sulfum went at that time.
Yep.
Land for turn is going to be a swamp. Alright, time to cast a spell from Amonkhet. It is the Dawn half of Dust to Dawn, and I will return all creature cards with power 2 or less from my graveyard to my hand.
Nice.
Here is 2 white mana and 1, 2, 3 to pay for that. And we're getting back Excel and Viridian Corruptor, I think. Yep. Guys to hand, this to the Shadow Realm. And then we need 1, 2, 3, and 1 to recast Excel Scion of Tratza. Yeah, then I think we just cast a Painful Truths and go to 1. And then I will go to my end step and exile the top card of my corrupted opponent's libraries. Nice. And we'll pass the turn.
Okie dokie. Untap. Draw for turn. Not gonna save us. Gonna play a Rogue's Passage as my land for turn. And
Yes.
I love Rogue's Passage.
Such a good card.
Yep, it should be in every deck. Well, every attacking deck. Even
Yeah.
not even every non-attacking deck, because sometimes that's what you need to just
I
to get
mean,
through
you
with
can
your
use
one
it on
creature.
any creature, right?
Yeah, so you can make
Yeah.
your opponent's creatures unblockable, which is pretty cool.
Yeah.
What is in my graveyard? That might make a difference. You have Unearth. They're not big enough to do anything, though. Those dragons are much bigger than you, little dragon. My Artificer dragon, not so big. Well, do I have enough mana for this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Nope. Too expensive. Okay. Let's tap 1. I'm going to play this Retrofitter Foundry, which it does a whole bunch of things. I'm not going to actually use it for those things, right? So, 1, 2, and 3, 4, and 5. I'm going to play Mishra, Eminent One, and then I shall go to combat on my turn. I'm going to make a token of this Retrofitter Foundry into a 4/4 war form, and then I'm going to throw it at those dragons. You know what? I'm going to throw it at Benji. Benji, you caused this problem.
I did not. I don't know what you speak of. I'll take 4.
Okay. And
If
then
chat wants to have us draw a card, I might be able to answer it, though.
that is true. Let's see here. I'm gonna pay. Actually, this will go to the end. I'll sack it, and then I will pass my turn.
All right.
Oh, and I have to
Gonna
discard
untap.
a stack of cards, which I don't think I'm gonna get any to use any of them for anything. So
Gonna draw for turn. All right. I think I'm just gonna swing out my dragons.
Yep.
I'll send Hellkite Tyrant at Quinn, Dragon Lord Dramoka, and Scalelord Reckoner at Benji, and then Savage Ventmaw and Goldspan Dragon at Emmara.
Hang on, babe. 6 LS flying.
So, Thrakus the Butcher is going to double the power of each of my dragons until end of turn, and Hellkite Tyrant has Trample.
Okay, then GG's.
Good game. Yeah,
So you've got. I'm actually curious if that's enough to kill me. That's 8 and 16 with trample. Yeah, that'll do it.
good game. Just got.
I threw my dragons around.
Yep. Yeah, you did.
Wait, dragons won? Oh, I won! Awesome.
Yeah. That's how that works.
Good game. Well,
Oh, there was nothing coming up except for a bunch of dragon spirits.
surprise! Awesome.
Well, this was interesting. Yeah, I think I need to work in a little bit more draw in this, but that was actually kind of neat.
Yeah, it definitely worked pretty decently.
You popped off at the beginning there, Benji.
Yeah.
I sure did.
Did you find a way to get more card draw?
Like I was talking about earlier, that uncommon from Eldraine, Circura the Bold, will turn those Dragon's Approaches into draw 3.
Wait, what is it called again?
Circura the Bold.
Oh.
Oh, that's gross.
I didn't even remember that card existed. Yeah, that's pretty solid.
The commander of my Burnstorm deck. So I got pretty familiar with drawing cards in red, because otherwise, you just you have to stop playing Magic.
Yep, that sounds like red.
Like I have a cutting deal in here for card draw. Like,
Oh yeah, that's draw 3 cards.
yeah, it's not the most graceful of options, but I really like Sakara. That's good.
Yep,
And
dragon.
make her work.
Serene Light dragons did win. So I think we're just gonna play the one game tonight, just because I've had a migraine today, and yeah, it's
Oh
like
no.
just kind of doing its thing. So
For sure.
unfortunately, so. But yes,
Understand.
that was Magic. I love you, and your weird things that you do. Uh, so I'm gonna let everybody just do a little outro. Let us know where we can find you. Throw your links up in the chat, all that fun stuff, and I will go find us a place to raid. I do believe there's a whole bunch of people doing stuff right now. So, oh yeah, Queen of Cardboard's on. Okay, yeah. Viv, what's happening?
Right. I'm at Viventus Moors everywhere. I've got a link tree there. It just takes you to Twitter or my Mox Field or my Twitch stream, which is a work in progress. That's really all I've got.
Thank you very much for joining us, because this was your first.
Thank you
This
so
was your.
much for having me.
Yes, I hope it was nice and simple and easy as your first stream. Uh, and Benji, what's happening besides
It's me.
Dragon's
It's
approaches?
right. Benji the Brewer here. Thank you so much for having me on. It's always a pleasure, Mara. Viv and Quinn, so much fun playing with y'all. I hope we get another game in soon. Y'all can find me on Twitch and Twitter at Benji the Brewer. I almost forgot my at. So maybe stopping now is like good for me too, because my brain's clearly not working. I have a stream called Brewing with Benji. It occurs currently every Thursday at 8 p.m. Eastern, every Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern, where me and a guest brew a deck completely decided at random live on stream. Emmara has had the exciting pleasure of brewing a deck with me, and we had a blast.
Yeah, I'm excited to see this deck.
Yes, absolutely. My very first game will be next Sunday.
Awesome.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that. And then this coming Thursday, a really good friend of mine who lives locally but is not in the Twitter sphere, named Kevin, will be joining me to brew a deck. So I'm looking forward to that. You should follow me if you're not.
Yes.
That's all I got.
And Quinn, what's happening?
Hey gamers. Once again, I've been Girl Dick Energy. You can find me on Twitter there and in the Twitch chat at Girl Redacted Energy. Yeah, just follow the links in the Twitter bio. That's got all the stuff that I get up to. Give me all the good engagement. I like that.
Yes.
I love the promise of lo-fi beats.
Yes. Quinn is awesome. I love Quinn.
That's good. Thank you. I love you too.
Well, thank you, all three of you, for joining me. I will be back on Wednesday with some Plain Chase, I do believe. And we're going to go and raid Queen of Cardboard. So, got some people over there playing some Commander. There we go. Got our raid started. And thank you, everybody who was watching, everybody who used their points to speed things up or speed our demises, I guess. You all have a good night. And rating now. There we go. And